Continuation to Land and Sea Breeze. Topic titled Electricity. What is electricity? As of right now, you are most likely using an electronic device to view this very presentation. But do you know how that device works, or what fuels the device, or maybe how the energy for the device is transferred or created? How the energy for things such as your fridge, for example, your fans, air conditions, your microwaves, your computers, ideally the energy for your entire household is created or transported. Electricity is stated to be the most useful source of energy known to man. It aids us so much in our everyday life, but do you know how it works? Maybe a little bit? Not at all? Well, today we shall find out. So please, sit back, relax, expand your knowledge, and most notably, please, enjoy. Electricity, by definition, is the set of physical phenomena associated with the presence and motion of matter that has a property of electric charge. In other words, it is a form of energy that bases around electric current, which is then defined as the flow of electric charge. So what causes these electric currents, or what causes the flow of electric charge? Well, to first answer those questions, we need to define these terms in depth. Electric current. What is electric current? You may have heard your parents refer to something known as current within your life. They may have said something like current going, or maybe something along the lines of the phrase the electricity current has gone. However, what does this mean? Obviously, it implies the absence of electric current, but to understand the absence of something, we must need to understand the presence of it. So, once more, I ask, what is electric current? Well, as stated before, electric current is the flow of electric charge. But how is the charge facilitated, or where does it come from? Electric charge can be derived from both protons and electrons. From this knowledge, we can understand that the flow of electric charge is ideally the motion of the charge derived from both protons and electrons. In other words, the flow of protons and electrons on a whole. This motion of electric charge is then defined as a form of electricity known as current electricity. So, since we answered what facilitates electric charge, where the charge originates from, and subsequently what electric current is, how is the charge, or the electric current, implemented within your household? Around your house, you may have noticed a collection of connecting wires leading to a metal box, or a collection of outlets, or maybe just a metal box attached to the wall. But do you know the name for this component of your household? Or the term given to it? Yes, that's right, it's a circuit. So, what exactly is a circuit? An electrical circuit is a complete route in which electric current can flow around and through. In other words, it is an electrical network that allows electric current and electric charge to move and be at one's very own disposal, with proper wiring, of course. Now, we must figure out how the circuits transfer electricity, or how do they harvest the electrical charge contained within protons and electrons. Or in short, how do they work? Circuits are stereotypically comprised of things such as wires, insulations, batteries, switches, etc. The wires of circuits are predominantly made of copper. However, in some cases, they are also made with aluminium. These substances are good conductors of electricity. What that means is that the electrons are so loose within these substances that the motion of the electric charge is very efficient, hence providing sufficient electric current. When the switch or lever connected to the circuit is triggered, the battery overall guides the electric current throughout the wires to all connected devices, outlets, and all. Since we defined the basic components of electricity as well as what electricity is, what are the types of the electrifying source of power? For some things, there are only two counterparts, whether it be luminous and non-luminous objects, renewable and non-renewable sources of energy, potential and kinetic energy, or maybe even, well, you probably guessed it, genders. Oh, sorry, what was that? As I was saying, you probably guessed it, even electricity. You see, similarly to these things, electricity also shares two counterparts. So, what are the two counterparts? Since we already defined and described what the counterpart current electricity is, what's the second one? Well, the second one is known as static electricity. No, not the static from your TV. Well, yes, but no. But yes, but once again, no. You see, static electricity is electricity created by electrons moving from one object to another, most likely due to these two objects rubbing against one another, or in other words, conducting the act of friction. As a result, one substance gains electrons while the other loses electrons, hence one becomes positively charged and the other negatively charged. The gradual build-up of the transferred charge is then released in a form of electric current, hence ultimately static. How is electricity shared across the globe? Electricity is shared across the globe with the aid of many factors, things such as industries, power stations, densely distributed electrical posts, generators, household wiring, the aid of both electricians and engineers, and much more. With the help of these structures and qualified personnel, the source of energy is facilitated and provided efficiently to the populace and consumers. What are the pros and cons? Some advantages may include on-demand energy and power. Electricity opens up a wide range of occupational opportunities. It brings in economical income. It provides a better living environment. It provides entertainment as well as providing new skills. However, some disadvantages may include air, thermal, and radioactive pollution via the power plants. The high and extensive cost may be too much for some areas to purchase, and it also increases the probability of home damage through faulty wires. Today, the world is heavily dependent on the intervention of electricity. It powers homes, industries, schools, hospitals, clinics, stores, even for some, their very own cars. This magnificent innovation of man that has aided us in so many ways, a fundamental transition from lanterns, torches and candles to on-demand convenient power for almost everything we possess. One of the major components we often overlook. So we must use this very same advantage to our best of our abilities to someday improve on what we currently have. Thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoy.